So you're discouraged because something didn't work out the way you wanted. And now you're just thinking about giving up on life. You don't think there's nothing for you out there. And you just wished it worked out. But let me just be real with you about something. That very thing that didn't work out will end up being one of the greatest things that happened for you. What's up, it's Gene. This word to be great. I'm saying this because I know how it is when you put the work in for something and you've been telling yourself every day, this is going to work out. You putting those reps in, you're praying, you believing, you visualizing, you're doing everything people told you you're supposed to do. But now the thing that you hope will work out for you has crumbled before your eyes. And you think to yourself like, man, why did I put all that work in? I just wasted all this time. I could have been doing this. I could have been doing that. And then you think about all the people that probably told you not to do it. And they may be right about you not pursuing that. And that just adds to the fire that's inside of you of discouragement. But here's the thing. I want to encourage you to be patient with yourself because, I discovered in my own life that when we have those things that we work hard for and we're believing for and they don't work out for us, what that does is put us on a path of self-reflection where we can sit back and ask ourselves, okay, what are other things about ourselves that we can do that can lead to us find our purpose in life? Yeah, this thing didn't work out. I'm discouraged. Yeah, I wish this thing would have happened the way I wanted it to do. But this is not the end for me. What else can I do? You see, these are the questions I had to ask myself because since I was 11 years old, I had a dream of playing the NBA. Just like most kids that pick up a basketball, whether in the hood or not, they have a dream of playing at that ultimate level. So that was my vision. I wanted to play basketball. I wanted to buy my mama a house. I wanted to be a multimillionaire. And I just knew that basketball was my ticket. Nobody could tell me different. Some days I used to go out there and shoot tight. I'm going to hit 500 jumpers. Some days I'll be out there dribbling 2-3 hours. I was hooked on basketball. Everybody in my hood will tell you every time they seen Gene, they seen him with that basketball. I knew I was destined to be in the NBA. But, as the years kept going by and I worked on my game and I kept up with that vision, it wasn't until I got to college that I started to, question that belief about me playing the NBA because I realized that there was a lot of guys that was way better than me in basketball, and I was not getting much playing time. But despite all of that, I used to tell myself, man, this is just my slow season. I'm going to keep working. I kept getting up early in the morning practicing, and I kept doing everything I could. Well, when I graduated from college, I kept on working out. I kept playing, and I started playing these intramural leagues when I was working on my master's degree, and I was going playing these summer leagues. And just so happened, the guy saw me. He said, hey, man, I think you should try for the NBA Developmental League. I think you have what it takes to make the team. And just by him saying that just reignited that vision. Like, I knew it. This is for me. I set that bitch in college. That was all a fluke. I am destined to be in the NBA. So I went to one of them, those NBA Developmental League trials, and it did not go the way I wanted it to go. But they told me, hey, if you work on your building up your body, you work on some of your skills, you may have a shot. So that's what I did. I spent that whole summer working on my basketball skills, building up my body, getting my cardio up. I was putting that work in. Well, that very summer, I was working at this summer camp at the university, and I slid down some stairs and I tore the meniscus in my knee, and I had to have a surgery a month before my next trial. And I knew that was devastating for me because I was in my late 20s, and at that point, you're trying to get in the NBA, you can't be putting that you just had a knee surgery. So I knew at that moment that it's pretty much done. My basketball career is not going to go the way I want it to go. I was extremely depressed. I was discouraged because things did not work out the way I wanted. But here's the thing. When I was sitting in that bed every day with that cast on my leg and let my knee heal from that operation, it gave me an opportunity to reflect. I started asking myself, Gene, what else can you do besides basketball? Who are you without that basketball? And these were very tough questions because I had built my whole identity on basketball. And the answers did not come after the surgery. I mean, it took many years. Actually, I had already graduated from college again. It wasn't until I was in corporate America that the answer came to me. And it was in a situation that really, really, be honest with you, made me extremely mad. You see, I had applied for a management position and I didn't get it because the person that was, hiring manager say I didn't speak well enough. I spoke too much slang, and that's kind of, I'm saying like that, but they said a different way. And I was like, all right, whatever. So she, they told me about this organization I could go to and work on my public speaking skills, and I was kind of against that because public speaking, I was afraid of it. But I took that opportunity, and I remember when I stood in front of those people and I started speaking, I was like, wow, I feel good doing this. I felt energetic. And when I walked out of that first speech club meeting, I noticed that I had found something I had been searching for over the years. My patience had paid off because I had discovered my purpose. You see, my purpose was to be a motivator. My purpose was to be an author. My purpose was to inspire people to believe their word to be great. And the only reason I was able to discover that is because I took that discouragement that I was going through, not making it to the NBA. I took that discouragement to self-reflect, and I was patient with myself. And I kept looking for my purpose. And because of that patience, I was able to find my purpose. So whoever you are, if you just graduated from college, you're in your early 20s, you're a millennial, you're Gen Z, you're trying to figure out what to do in life. Maybe you just left a job, you're looking for a different career, you're feeling lost in this world. I want you to keep your eyes focused on the fact that there is a purpose for you. And as you're going through this discouragement about the thing that did not work out, be patient with yourself. Keep looking for that purpose, and I promise you will find it. So I know that you're discouraged because things did not work out. But keep on searching within yourself for your purpose, and you will find what you're supposed to do in this world. So keep believing, keep striving, because you are worthy to be great. If you like this video, I want to ask you to like and share this video. Also, hit that bell so anytime I post a new video, you are notified. Also, I want to ask you to join my Word to Be Great newsletter. This newsletter is designed to help you build your self-worth, your self-discipline, your self-confidence so you can achieve your dream. So click the link below and join my newsletter today.